Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Credible Crypto here on Twitter posting this. Okay, so we have seen an initial rejection off the red zone, which I noted was a BTC bull/bear line in the sand, but the rejection lacked follow through, and we simply put in a higher low for now. Guys, this is what he's noticing here on the Bitcoin chart particularly. Now, Bitcoin is still very important because I know, although XRP is kind of doing its own thing right now, this really is going to determine what the next move is going to be. And so for sake of argument, if we do see, Bitcoin plummet 10%, well, that would obviously affect what's going on with XRP, even if we don't see that close coupling right now. So Bitcoin making higher lows. It is looking like it is going up higher with the 33.9K level holding. Our claim of red would be quite bullish. So let's see what tomorrow brings. P.S. For the full update where I discuss the levels in the chart below, you can watch my most recent updated video. So if you guys want to see that, I will link this in the description of the video. And Credible Crypto does post a 17-minute video with his technical analysis on Bitcoin particularly. Now, guys, I've got Bitcoin on the daily. And when you look at this on the daily, you guys can see looking fairly positive, that trend making that ascending triangle pattern. Let me throw this on the hourly so you guys can see pretty much, within the last week, just over a week now, we haven't really seen too much more movement for Bitcoin. We've just kind of seen, this vacillating pattern, not getting up above that former high that we saw back in and around here. So that would be a high of roughly 35,000, give or take, $35,200 per BTC. But you know what, guys? I'm not getting too excited, and I'm going to tell you why. Let me remove some of that, and let me throw this back on the daily, and let me throw that back on auto. So actually, let me throw this on the 4-hour. We can probably see this a little better. Generally, or not generally, I mean, sometimes. I mean, I guess we could say, in this year, in this particular moment in the cycle, this is what we tend to see when the Bitcoin trend does this, is this kind of a move here, where we see it, spike up and then kind of base for several weeks before it kind of slips back down. So, on the surface, if it were 2025 and Bitcoin was doing this, I'd say, well, we're just kind of chilling out before that next leg up. But considering it is still 2023 and we're seeing this, type of Bitcoin activity, I'm not holding my breath for new highs, at least not quite yet. Bringing up XRP on the chart. XRP doing fairly well, staying above 60 cents per coin, which was quite a surprise yesterday. Still trying to figure out why XRP decided to pump, but I'm sure that's added a lot of renewed interest and an invigorated spirit within the XRP community. So we're going to keep our eye on that. Looking at XRP on the hourly, we've just seen a pretty standard pattern, bullish pattern upward. The high that we saw yesterday was at roughly about 62 cents. So we're not too far from that. October proved to be fruitful, I gotta say, guys, and XRP Crypto Wolf bringing this to our attention. XRP may see a 77% rise in November, according to XRP price history. So are we going to see something similar to what we've seen in previous Novembers? As October comes to an end, I hope everybody enjoyed their Halloween. By the way, XRP enthusiasts are watching with delight as the cryptocurrency rides high at 58 cents. With an impressive 11.3% surge this month, XRP has achieved its highest price since August, leaving investors wondering, what does November hold for XRP? And so, we got to look back to this chart. This is what we were looking at the beginning of October. Taking a look at historical XRP highs for October. Well, if you look over here in this column, guys, this is the average column. And if we go over here to November, guys, the average for November. Now, let's not forget 2013, 2014 were very bullish years for XRP to begin with, so kind of right at the beginning. So that might throw the average a little off center. Nevertheless, we have seen a positive 2017 and a positive 2020 for XRP in November 2020 specifically, 178.3%. That one is of note. So the average, guys, is 77.3%. What are we going to see this November? I mean, we saw even at the height of the bull run, XRP go down 10% in 2021, and then in 2022 down 11.8%. So those are unusual figures. Does this mean we're going to see the bulk of XRP's rally in 2024, if we consider 24 similar to 2020? Things that I'm definitely looking at very, very closely, and will also be analyzing for my subscribers on my Patreon, patreon.com/workingmoney channel. It is the beginning of the month, so a great time to join, guys, only $5. I've kept it purposely affordable so we can ride this wave together, I've opened up my portfolio, all the altcoins that I'm going to be trading in this bull run. So it's a $10,000 plus portfolio. You guys can see where the $10,000 is going, to what coins, you know, etc., how much of each coin I bought, the price at which I'm buying at, and I'm doing a roundup, hopefully before the end of this week, of my portfolio. So it'll be part 3 of a 3-part roundup. And I'm also looking to do a live stream, a fairly regular live stream, but I've still got to wrap my head around that, how to technically get that off the ground for the patrons. So a Q&A session where we can, you know, just kind of chat. Maybe I can bring up the charts and take a look at some stuff. Any questions that you have, guys, only $5 a month, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Gonna keep moving along, because another observation here from Moon Lambo: never have so many wallets held so much XRP. Guys, this coming from a brand new Santiment report. Santiment says this, okay, XRP revisited 60 cents. We're seeing that right now. And so that's the market value for the first time since it's tumbled back on August the 16th after the SEC verdict. Along this road, we have seen whales get gradually more involved. Additionally, there is now an all-time high of about 277.62 thousand wallets holding at least 10,000 XRP. So do you guys fit in that category? XRP whale transactions exceeding $1 million in value. So that spiked in late October. And now, guys, check it out over here. Amount of shark and whale XRP wallet holders holding at least 10,000 XRP coins now exceeds 277.6 thousand wallets. So, you know, that's not to say that maybe multiple people hold multiple wallets. Of course, that's likely the case. 10,000 XRP at the time of this recording is about a $6,000 investment. And for people who bought XRP a lot lower, it is less than that. So today, 10,000 XRP is equivalent to about $6,000. And you guys can find out where you stack up on the rich list. Just Google XRP rich list. But guys, that is a new milestone for XRP wallets specifically. I'm guessing more and more interest is flooding into the XRP cryptocurrency, particularly you know, because of the good news, because of all these partnerships, but also crypto enthusiasm is, you know, gaining steam. You know, in my regular life, I'm trying to get people interested in crypto and posting cryptic tweets on my personal Facebook saying, you know, and this was last month actually, saying, you know, if you're not accumulating crypto now, do not talk to me in 2025. And I got a few people interested. And so I got a couple of my friends actually investing in XRP and some other cryptos that way. Cypress Demanding Core here posting this. And guys, this is a big newbie mistake. You know, if you think your cryptocurrency is safe on the exchange, beware. Bulk of 400 crypto exchanges to be wiped out by new rules. So this is an Australian news report, but you know, this could definitely extend to other countries around the world. New crypto regulations will wipe out the bulk of Australian registered exchanges as they struggle to comply with the requirements designed to limit the scams and fraud rife throughout the industry. So Australia, guys, they're cracking down. The Australian government released a long-awaited regulatory regime at the Australian Financial Review Crypto Summit on Monday. Crypto exchanges will soon be required to hold a financial services license issued by the Australian Security and Investments Commission. But industry insiders said that the vast majority of the 400 crypto exchanges registered, which only requires participants to have an anti-money laundering know your customer policy, would find it difficult to meet the new standard. So there is a high standard to be a registered crypto exchange in Australia. And so they are estimating that, you know, 400 could go bye-bye. And if you're not paying attention to this, your crypto could be lost. So, you know, keep your crypto in cold storage, guys. This is what I do for the majority of my crypto holdings. Full disclosure, though, for the Patreon, I do have that portfolio directly on the Patreon because I am actively talking about it and we're actively looking at it. So in that case, no, I do not have that on a cold wallet storage solution, but the rest of my cryptocurrency on a Ledger Nano. I do have an affiliate link in the description if you guys are interested. You don't have to use it, though. I do suggest you get something because, you know, your crypto is just going to be worth more in the next couple of years. So do you want to risk losing hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of dollars because of ridiculous rules like this? Just something to think about. Wanted to thank Cypress Demanding Core for posting that. Also happened to see this, guys, from Michael Branch. So the Blockchain Association's Jake Chervinsky, he posted something revealing that the SEC could have broken the law. The SEC needed to submit its controversial crypto accounting rule for congressional review prior to publishing the bulletin, Gao says. So did not adhere to these rules. SAB 121 was first issued back in March of 2022. It said that the crypto assets of bank customers should be held on the balance sheet of banks, but Xahau argues it never should have been issued without congressional review first, due to it falling under the criteria rule. Before the rule can take effect under the CRA, the regulatory agency needs to file a report with the House of Representatives, the state, and the Comptroller General. The SEC initially issued it to provide interpretive guidance. However, Xahau argues the bulletin is not an agency action. Here's a quote: "We conclude the bulletin is a rule for purposes of CRA because it meets the APA definition of a rule, and no exceptions apply." In its response to us, the SEC maintained that a bulletin is not subject to CRA because it does not meet the APA definition of a rule, as it is not an agency statement of future effect. Xahau continued, it added it disagreed with the SEC's findings. So a bit of a spat here, but Jake Chervinsky did come out and notice this. Okay, guys, this is huge. The Xahau reviewed SAB 121, an illogical anti-crypto accounting bulletin issued by the SEC last March, and found that its rule under the CRA and APA, the SEC did not comply with either. This is a clear statement from the federal agency that the SEC broke the law. So this is from Xahau Legal. This is the tweet here, guys, and I will link this in the description. SAB 121 basically required crypto custodians to double count digital assets liabilities on their balance sheets, and it has done extraordinary damage to the crypto industry and cost untold millions in legal and consulting fees over the last 18 months. It was illegal from the start. The SEC should immediately withdraw SAB 121. If it does not, the Xahau's analyst makes a slam dunk out of the lawsuit against the SEC, alleging a violation of the APA's notice and comment requirement. So SEC, you are under the microscope. The crypto community is holding you to account. Cannot get away with probably what you once were able to get away with. You got too many discerning eyeballs analyzing every move you make. So I wanted to thank Michael Branch and Jake Chervinsky just for that insight. Now, guys, the Xahau network has gone live. And there's been some controversy in the XRP community. Is it good for XRP holders? Is it bad for XRP holders? I thought this was kind of funny. Frito Ayala posted this. Xahau network is good. It burns XRP. This is a bell curve image, and I'm sure you guys know what a bell curve is. So you have people at the bottom end. Xahau is good. It burns XRP. And then, you know, the 34% or so right at the top, Xahau is bad. The validators created tokens, just like Ripple, but less. They have a different centralized vision, and it's not one that I was sold. And then you have at the top of the bell curve, Xahau is good. It burns XRP. Kind of comical considering these both these opinions on each end of the spectrum is literally the exact same. But then you got the people thinking about it very, very hard in the middle. Well, it has gone live, and hopefully we can discuss some of this and get a sense of what the XRP community is saying about this. XRP Ledger sidechain Xahau now live on mainnet. So it's an experimental sidechain in the XRP Ledger ecosystem and a pioneering network, and fully operable hooks successfully launched in mainnet. This is the first viable blockchain for the XRPL community that accomplished smart contract functionality. So guys, that is big. And it was just, it had just gone live yesterday, October the 31st at around 3 p.m. UTC. The team shared the screenshot of the code in its mainnet client software. The first hours of its operation, blockchain works very fastly compared XRPL mainnet as its transactional volume remains low. Per its official explorer on xrpl.org, Xahau network adds a new block every 3 seconds. So just giving you guys some more information about that. What's next for DeFis and NFTs on the XRP Ledger? Well, some in the XRP community are optimistic, but some are still questioning this. Wrath of Kahneman here clarifying some things, getting questions about XRP burn rate on Xahau running. It's not much, not discernible to the naked eye. You can watch the total XRPscan.com if you want to fall asleep, but it isn't Xahau burn specific. So it is burning XRP, as Wrath of Kahneman says. It's not a lot of XRP, so very small amounts. And I mean, on the surface, that sounds good, right? Less XRP in the ecosystem means the XRP that we hold will be worth more. The Xahau community Twitter profile here put out a super thread on the Xahau network. This thread contains readings on Xahau, a new smart contract enabled sidechain on the XRPL. And so they go into detail on what this is. I'm going to try to briefly go over this. I don't want to, get into the nitty gritty specifically, but it's basically a smart contract enabled sidechain on the XRPL ecosystem. It is network based on the XRPL consensus protocol and ledger structure. While Xahau is an independent layer 1 blockchain, it operates side by side with the XRP Ledger as a complementary network to transact value with the addition of smart contracts. Xahau shares all the base attributes of the XRP Ledger, from base protocol, ledger framework, and software structure. All XRPL-based services, apps, and software are compatible with Xahau, requiring minimal changes. giving a boost to the XRPL ecosystem at an interoperability standpoint. So, more value being driven to the XRP Ledger. That is ultimately what we need. So some of the features here, guys, Xahau has a number of valuable features and components which enhance the usability of the network. Hooks for smart contracts, as we know, URI tokens for NFTs, and Xahau Genesis for realistic economics. I'd love to know a little more about that. So then it goes into detail about what all of those are. And again, guys, I will link this in the description of the video for you. Hooks for smart contracts here. And so it gives some more information about smart contracts, URIs for NFTs, so a type of token on the Xahau for non-fungible tokens. It is a streamlined implementation for NFTs, and give some more information there. And Xahau Genesis for economics, as hooks may be costly to install and use relative to a zero hook interaction transaction. Xahau implements a tokenomic model which mitigates each hook-related transaction. While hook transactions are not expensive in the real-world context, it is expensive compared to the average XRPL transaction. So by implementing the Xahau Genesis amendment, all accounts have the right to choose an opt-in or a monthly balance adjustment mechanism, which leads to an active ecosystem fully encouraged to use hooks on the network without worry that their balance would be depleted. So I think this is a pretty good, pretty informative thread here. It goes on for quite a while. Again, like I said, not going to read it all, but I will link it in the description if you guys are more interested in the nuts and bolts of the Xahau network. For me, I'm interested in what that's going to mean for XRP, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are too. I know the XRP community was wondering about this. This was posted a couple of days ago from DJ Peter Vass. XRPL Labs founder confirms that Xahau's success will not lead to the abandonment of the XRP Ledger. So first off, this is not going to make the XRP Ledger obsolete. The Ledger is the Ledger, and we're still going to have a need for it. Wynn confirmed that for the past 2.5 years, his team stayed busy with contributions on the XRPL as they have continued to build the hooks feature and the recently introduced Xahau network. Since then, this commitment, he claimed, will not end now. So Vitsvin did come out, just kind of dispelling this rumor. The XRPL Labs team has been building hooks and what has now become Xahau for 2.5 years. As he said, as this article did post here. One ecosystem, one audience, more features are to come, growing the XRPL versus Xahau debate. So the comment from Vind came from a lengthy conversation in the XRP community, bordering on the prospect of XRPL in the wake of a potential launch of the Xahau sidechain linked to the XRP Ledger. The ongoing debate centers on the predefined monetization for each of the 8 governance game validator seats designated for Xahau to launch. These early validators will receive 12 million XAH tokens, with proponents arguing that using the burn to mint feature to convert XRP to the protocol's native token XRP Plus is not ideal. So then there was this comment, should you be participating in this? Is it beneficial to XRP holders? Well, BITRUE did just launch a new feature for XRP. Another one here from DJ Peter Vass. BITRUE did launch XAH minting for XRP holders. So if you guys are signed up for the BITRUE exchange, this is the exchange I'm using for my $10,000 Patreon portfolio. Just as a side note there, they're very XRP centric, and this is why I'm using these guys. And this is probably also the reason why, they are participating in this too. BITRUE did launch an XAH minting for XRP holders, offering the opportunity for 4% APY on the Xahau Ledger. On the surface, that sounds like a pretty good deal. BITRUE, known for its support of XRP, has introduced substantial features tailored to XRP enthusiasts, including its platform. Specifically, the exchange has announced the launch of the minting option for the upcoming XAH utility token on the XRP Ledger-based Xahau network. So BITRUE came out, saying, look, this is what we're offering for you guys. Xahau XAH Ignite. Start your mint with BITRUE. Mint XRP to XAH. And so you guys can click on this link if you think you want to do this. Bill Morgan here posting this. BITRUE has opened its XRP to XAH mint. I gave it a go with a small amount of XRP, but I generally want to hold my XRP. So Bill Morgan here actually did participate. He did start minting a small amount. So, I'm curious to see how this turns out. Crypto is the key here, saying, so does the XRP burn to mint XAH take out XRP from circulation? Bill Morgan was responding, great question. I was wondering about that. Don't have an answer yet. But guys, there is some more insight about this. Silent K. Glenn here. It has to, right? Toasty saying, you realize this is a burn and not a lockup, right, Bill? I hate how they're wording this and have some serious concerns about the entire project, to be honest. Bill Morgan does say, I am aware and cautious. I used a small amount of XRP. Testing it is the only way to obtain firsthand knowledge. I'm listening to what others say, positive and negative. So, you know, I will link this in the description if you guys are interested in following Bill's experience. Neil Hartner here saying, you know, I guess people still haven't learned the lesson about buying IOU tokens before a network launch. So he's a little negative on this process. Jenna X here on Twitter posting this: watch before you lock up your XRP on BITRUE official for XAH. And she's warning as well about the burning of your XRP tokens. Listen to this.
Hey guys, it is super important that you read the fine details. BITRUE is partnered with Xahau, and they are doing a minting event where you lock your XRP for XAH tokens, but read the fine print. What they are not telling you is that at the conclusion of the event, all of the XRP will be extracted and it will be burned for the XAH. That's right, it will be burned. You will never get this XRP back again. It's going to be lost, gone forever. It's not a regular lockup. So be sure that you understand that before you lock up your XRP for XAH.
So I guess the question now is, and by the way, they do mention it in the fine print. This is what they're telling you, actually. You just have to read the fine print. But what they're telling you, they're giving you 4%, but they're burning your XRP. So now you've got to take the risk. Where was it here? 4%, right? They give you, I know it said it here somewhere, that where they give you 4% APY. I think it was in the BITRUE announcement. It was somewhere in here. They give you 4%, right, 4% APY on the Xahau Ledger. So by burning your XRP for XAH tokens, first of all, what's going to happen with those tokens? And is the 4% worth burning your XRP for? And, you know, this is some math where we just don't know the variables yet. So that is a risk. It could work out in our favor, but it might not. So these are all things that we must consider. Anders here giving us another point of view on this. To add on, the whole value proposition of Xahau is that it offers functions not available on the XRP Ledger. Thus, to increase the attractiveness of the network, there's an incentive to slow development on XRPL. So again, back to that, you know, that argument about the XRPL versus Xahau. This is fine, but you shouldn't have the same validators on XRPL as Xahau, especially since validators on Xahau are financially compensated while XRPL are not. So that's a clear financial incentive. So being a little critical of the Xahau network versus the XRP Ledger. So I guess getting kind of deeper into this, there's nothing wrong with different networks. Just keep validators on DUNL separate from the same validators on Xahau. It's obvious when thinking, as a matter of fact, Xahau offering more functions than the XRP Ledger would be a great incentive for XRPL to continue development, but the incentive goes away the more validators are on both networks. Therefore, just separate the network as much as possible. To make it worse, those validators both on XRPL and DUNL and Xahau are incentivized to convince other validators on XRPL, DUNL to slow development and not vote yes for amendments, but to try it on Xahau first. Like I said, these issues go away with separate DUNL validators. So another interesting point here from Anders on Twitter. Flare community also coming out commenting on this. Just received an email for BITRUE regarding their mint. To be clear, I'm excited to see the Xahau network evolve over time, and I believe it will be a powerful network for the future. But this has to be said, there is no reason, guys, to burn your XRP for XAH until there is a reason to burn your XRP for XAH. And this, guys, coming from the Flare community, take that for what you will. Just thought I'd bring this up too for a little bit of fun. Fojack also noticing this, guys. How did Mr. Pool know that Xahau was going to launch and they were going to make this exact statement? Now, Xahau did post this when they were up and running. Hello, world. Okay, this is from yesterday, as the network did go live. And Fojack here noticed this. Okay, guys, this Mr. Pool tweet here just looks like a random hash code from October 17th, 2023. And when you put this in here, the MD5 hash, calculated hash digest, the exact same code, reversed hash value equals, you guessed it, hello world. I gotta say, I mean, you know, insiders, we definitely have some in the XRP community. This was 2 weeks, actually, 2 weeks before the Xahau network launched, before they literally posted the exact same message. It does really get you wondering, and just be careful, guys, if you decide to do this. I know Bill has decided to use just a little bit of XRP to begin with. It is still going to be a calculated risk. In my opinion, I would rather hold my crypto. I'm not going to lock any of my XRP up. I know what I know. I know that I can make money trading in this bull run. And if you're like me and you feel like maybe you did not cash out of enough profit this time around, well, you can follow me to see how I'm changing up my strategy. Patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. That's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.